If you have a pimple, one thing you can do is put a little bit of honey on it, cover it with a Band-Aid overnight, and by the time you wake up, it'll be gone and it won't leave a scar. If after you run the dishwasher, your dishes still come out wet, one thing you can do is right when it's done, take a dry towel, hang it over the edge, and then just gently close it. In about 30 minutes, they'll all be dry. So if you ever get a bruise that you kind of just want to go away, one thing that you can do is apply pressure to it and then rub in a clockwise motion. This will activate and speed up the lymphatic process and your body will just naturally get rid of it. It's so gross, I burp all the time. Yeah, that's a sign that your body's just really low on stomach acid. You should try like eating your food slower or drinking some apple cider vinegar. Oh my god, I love chewing on ice. Just, I could do it all day long. No, you're probably low on iron, right? Like go eat a steak or some spinach. Oh, my fingernails have like white spots on them. What do you think that means? Oh, that's 100% a zinc deficiency. You need more like meat and dairy and nuts. It's a subtle psychology trick to see what your friends actually think about you, but be careful because this might ruin some friendships. Text the person that you want to try this out on, friends, friends, friends. For whatever reason, when somebody sees a word 3 times, it leaves an impression in their mind. Then, after they see those texts, ask them to pick a number between 1 and 10. They're subconsciously going to pick a number that they associate with you, with 1 being the worst and 10 being the best. And then after, make sure that you send them this video, that way they can at least see how you just expose the fuck out of them. Cat hierarchy is simple. Whoever is placed higher is in charge. So if your cat's house is above your bed, they think they're in charge of you. If your cat's ever looking at you and then slowly closes their eyes while still making eye contact, that's their way of giving you a kiss. And if you do it back, they might just do it again. Believe it or not, but cats actually evolved the meow to communicate with us humans, and they don't use it with other groups of cats. And if they emphasize the O in meow, that means that something's urgent, they want something from you. If they emphasize the E, it's more pleasant, kind of like a greeting. Car's been sitting in the sun for a while and it's too hot to get in. The quickest way to cool it off is by rolling down one side window and with the other side just pumping the hot air out. It takes less than a minute. If there's someone riding my ass, I don't brake check because that's dangerous. So instead, I like to just hit my windshield wiper fluid, that way it flies back and hits them and lets them know that they're way too fucking close. If you're driving in an area with a lot of stoplights, usually if you just go the exact speed limit, you'll only hit greens. Speed limit's 40 right now, so I'll go 40. There's 1, 2, 3. I even got the green arrow. You guys really wanted a part 2, so here it is, what your birth month actually means about you. May babies, I am so sorry, but you are more susceptible to diabetes and glaucoma. People born in June have the highest number of CEOs and Nobel Prize winners, but you're probably gonna need glasses. People born in July tend to have the most optimistic outlook on life compared to those who are born in colder months. August kids tend to really struggle in school, and they're 30% more likely to be labeled as the problem student by their teachers. Do you want to give off psychopath vibes? Try this. Walk around in public drinking a glass of water from home. It's weird, but it's subtle. When you're out in public and if you're wearing a belt, just take it off. Put it in your pocket, or your bag or something. It'll freak people out. Don't swing your arms when you walk, like not even a little. Watch how weird this is, okay? Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. Making me crazy. If you sell drugs, get an Uber or a Lyft sign for your car. That way you don't look as shady with people getting in and out of it all the time. If you're getting married, make sure that you send a wedding invite to every billionaire rich person whose contact information you can find, because there's about a 50-50 chance that their assistant's just gonna send you guys a gift without ever wondering who the fuck you are. If you ever find yourself in the position where you're homeless, you should try to get a gym membership. That way you have a place to go and shower and an excuse to go to the gym. You'll get jacked as fuck and you can just beat up your old landlord. Make sure you go check out my YouTube channel. Ever get a speeding ticket like I did right here? Go to court to dispute it. A lot of the times the cop doesn't even show up and they'll drop the ticket. But if they do show up, ask them when the last time they calibrated their radar gun was, because they don't do it as often as they should and they'll probably drop your $400 ticket. If you ever need to drive around with some illegal substances, keep that shit in a sealed box addressed to you, because cops are not allowed to open your mail. If you're a dude, label your gender as non-binary or female on your car insurance. It will go down a lot. Mary Gibbs, the girl that played Boo in Monsters, Inc., was so little when they were making the movie that it was hard to keep her in the recording studio. So they decided to just follow her around with a microphone, cutting the lines and adding whatever random child noises she made. In Scooby-Doo 2, Monsters Unleashed, Shaggy's able to find his fanboys by actually smelling the weed coming off of them. In Jojo Rabbit, imaginary Hitler is seen offering cigarettes to Jojo and eating meat, but in reality, Hitler was strongly opposed to smoking and a vegetarian, implying that Jojo knew very little about Hitler. If you have a daily routine, your dog can actually tell what time you're coming home based on how much of your scent is left lingering around the house. Dogs don't feel guilt. If they tear up your couch or get into the garbage, they're not sorry that they did it, they're just sorry they got caught. While dogs can understand up to 150 words and phrases, they're mostly going off just the sound of your voice. If you ever saw the TikTok video of that one guy talking to his dog and he's like, I fucking love you, and the dog's getting all sad, and then he goes to the dog and he's like, I'm gonna fucking murder you, and the dog's all happy, that proves it. Here's some not so fun facts to ruin your day. Fatal insomnia. That exists. It's a disease that slowly destroys your brain's ability to fall asleep until you go insane and die. There's a whale nicknamed the loneliest whale on the planet because he sings at a certain frequency that he can't even communicate with the other whales. So whenever you get a sunburn from being in the sun too long, it's because your skin cells are actually committing suicide to avoid becoming cancerous. So, by that same logic, when you do get cancer, it's because one of your cells was too much of a pussy to kill itself. So if your dog's ever barking and you want them to stop, don't just yell at them and say no because they're actually going to think that you're barking with them. Instead, try to do one big loud clap. Whenever your dog puts their paw on you, that's actually their way of petting you. So I've talked about how dogs can't feel guilt, but they can actually experience jealousy. And it happens whenever you're rewarding or giving a lot of attention to another dog and not giving it to them. So if you don't already know, I actually have a YouTube channel. My newest video is Time Travel Real? I'm going to post again soon. If you want to check it out, it's linked in my bio.
Bongola, bongo cha cha cha. Parlami del Sud America, quello che dicono laggiù, forse fantasia e nulla più.
If you have a headache at the front of your head, you need more sleep. But if it's on the top right here, you need to eat more and drink more water. But if it's on the back here, you need to figure out whatever it is that's stressing you out so much and stop it. And if you're feeling it a lot at the front of your face, that's a sinus headache and you either need medicine or exercise. If it feels like you're wearing just a really tight headband, that's a tension headache and you need to get away from the phone screen and go take a hot shower. If all the pain is around one eye, this is called a cluster headache. And if you get these a lot, you should go see a doctor. And if one side of your head just really, really hurts, that's not a headache. It's a migraine. If you ever get a paper cut, okay, one way to heal it immediately and get rid of the pain is chapstick. Yeah, that works. There's a lot of ways to get rid of the hiccups, but one way that I stick by because it resets your diaphragm is sticking a pen in your mouth and then drinking some water. My dad was a beekeeper for a little bit, so I got to learn about all the benefits from raw honey, and one thing that it can do is actually get rid of acne scars. So you just put a little bit on your face, and then wipe it off after a few hours. Really weird human body facts that I can guarantee you didn't know. Your immune system doesn't actually know that your eyes exist. So this means that if you ever get an eye injury or an infection near your eyes, there's a chance that your immune system's going to treat it like a foreign body and you could go blind. Some people, if they put something in one or both of their ears, will cough. It's called the Arnold cough reflex, and it only affects a very small percentage of people. It's time to stop. Just kidding. Did you know that you have enough potassium in your body to create a small bomb?